Would you think about doing a start collecting tier list? It's like a really good idea and a very clickbaitable title. But chat, I'm going to bounce an idea off you. Tell me if I'm being a grumpy old man. All right? This is HeyWoah Unfiltered. Somebody is like, what start collecting should I buy? I ask them, well, just look at what you're thinking about buying. And then you have a list in your hand. And it's like, this is my 2K army I'm going to make in Age of Sigmar. Also, I'm new. And this is the start collecting. Oh. Looks like there's only one thing in the start collecting that goes in my list, and then there's 3 things that I don't need. If only there was a content creator that could tell me what to do in this situation. Like, just don't buy it then. If it's got stuff that you want in it, get it because it's at a discount. And if it doesn't, then you're kind of like wasting your money. It could not be simpler. And if your question is, I don't know what's good and I don't know what to buy at all because I don't know what I'm planning on playing, also what start collecting should I buy? My answer to that would be, well, you need to solve that question first. You're getting ahead of yourself. You know, it's like going to a car dealership and you just don't know if you're there to buy like a car, a truck, or the school bus that they're also selling. And the person's like, what kind of car are you looking for? And you're like, I don't know, man. What do you got? And they're like, how about this? How about this car? Yeah, sure. And then you get home and you realize there are 6 people in your family and you bought a 2-seater. And you're like, oh shit, I should have thought about this. Yeah, the time to think about that is first. So like, am I being a grumpy old man? Am I being unreasonable? I'm going to try to see what people think about this. You are being a grumpy old man. Oh, okay. Shit. That is only good advice for tryhards. Having more options is always fun. Well, then you don't need advice again, right? So like, if it doesn't matter to you what you're exactly building towards, and you don't really, like you're not building a 2K list, you're just trying to collect whatever, then you still don't need advice from a video about what to get in a start collecting because it apparently doesn't matter to you. So just buy it. Honestly, I'm struggling to find a person who would get a good use out of that video. Because, like, what does it matter to you? So if you're a person who isn't building towards a random list and just wants to collect stuff, then just buy it. Then consume it, right? A casual that still wants the good thing, well, then my original advice is how to do it. My original advice is the casual thing, who still wants a good thing. Figure out what you need and then get it. Entertainment value? Yeah, it could be entertaining, I guess. You're being a grumpy old man, but you're right. Okay, Tell you what. What if I just upload that 2-minute speech I just gave? Which start collecting box is the best one for you? And it's just me explaining to people why the only one who can tell you if a start collecting is good for you is you. Only you can know if you want all the stuff in that box. And if you don't care about being optimal in your value or in your game, then there's no advice that you could be looking for. Look within, right? You know what you care about. If you're not trying to build a 2K list and you just want to acquire random stuff, then buy a start collecting immediately because it's got stuff in it and you want stuff and you don't care about that stuff exactly. You just want it. So the answer is 100% buy it no matter what. What a hot take. Buy a product if you like the product. Bold. Yeah, it's rules bold. Like the value in start collecting, I guess there's like different tiers of what you care about for start collecting. That's also one of the things that makes it difficult to make a real video on it, is that if you don't care about really anything, then obviously just buy it because it's always value, as opposed to individually buying stuff. Like it's never like the start collecting is more expensive. So it's always good for if you are consumer tier, right? It's always correct to buy start collecting because it's way cheaper than buying them individually. So that's easy. All right, we shelve that. That's easy. Next one is the person who would have bought these 3 boxes and then they get a 4th box for 75% off or maybe 50% off or something. And they're like, this is fine because I'm going to use it for bits anyway, even if the unit sucks. Who cares? That's reasonable. That's a reasonable way to think about it. And then there's the third one who are like, I basically don't want to buy stuff that I don't need. And so unless the start collecting gives me that unit for free, I say no. You know, and that's like your personal preference. Nobody's really wrong. They're only wrong if they're going against their stated goals, right?